Hello and welcome to another video. This is Marina's Manga channel and today we are going to talk about lore and the magic for the world of my manga. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, I am trying to make my own urban fantasy shonen manga, and this is one of the series of videos in the figuring out plotting stage. Please check out my other videos if you want to know more. Okay, so quick recap. My story is set in a supernatural city with a normal side and a chaos side. And when something really traumatic happens to a person in the normal side of the city, their emotions can manifest into monsters in the chaos realm. And sometimes these monsters come out into the real world and attack people. The main characters, like Harper and Lucas, are a part of this organization that fights these monsters to keep peace between the two worlds. Okay, so let's ask the big question: why do emotions turn into monsters in this city? The simple answer is magic, but I have an idea for a deeper lore of this world, so let me share it with you. Centuries ago, when this city was still a small village, some kind of awful incident happened that made the villagers go into this state of mass hysteria and panic. I imagine something like from the movie The Crucible. It's originally a play written by Arthur Miller. It's about the Salem witch hunt. You should absolutely watch it because it's fantastic, but be prepared to feel despair. And in this village, things got into such a state of chaos that the villagers started killing each other out of fear and paranoia. In an attempt to save this village, a group of mages made a magic circle around the village. And whoever is in this magic circle, when their emotions reach a breaking point, the magic just takes it away. Thanks to this magic circle, the village managed to survive that chaotic era and for decades had peace and order. But all that anger and fear and hate had to go somewhere, and unfortunately, it manifested into these monsters and started attacking people. The original founders of the Magic Circle investigated this, thus finding out about the Chaos Realm and all of the monsters that grew inside it. The problem was that the Magic Circle was only able to fix the problems at a surface level. And if people can't feel their emotions like stress, anger, and fear, they won't take any actions to fix the situation. So yeah, things were bad. But anyway, the mages couldn't get rid of the Magic Circle anymore because they feared that the monsters would come spilling out of it. So they just decided to kill the monsters. Even if that resulted in unfortunate situations, it was still better than these monsters killing and hurting people. So that is the origin of this city and also the organization that the main characters belong to. I decided for now to make the name of the organization the Ord Foundation. Ord just literally meaning order from Latin. It's cool. And this organization also works with the real government of the city, but they do keep the Chaos Realm a secret because, they don't want the people to find out and panic about monsters because that would just make things worse. Now, in the present, the city is thriving with people with poor work-life balance, but the power of the magic circle has weakened over time, and only people with sensitivity to magic are really affected by it. People like Stella. And unlike the days where the Ord Foundation just killed the monsters, they do make a lot more effort to preserve the monsters and to take them back to the Chaos Realm because they understand the consequences of killing the monsters a lot more. The consequences, by the way, is that a person whose their emotion monsters are killed essentially becomes like emotionless human robots who, in a lot of cases, don't live for very long because the will for self-preservation and just motivation is non-existent. They can get care and therapy, but it is rare for them to recover fully and it can take years. The rare exception to this is Harper, who, despite losing her emotion, is still a functioning person with motivation. I do need to think of a proper reason for this, but right now It's just cause she is the main character and she is special. So all of the monsters from the past are still in the Chaos Realm, and the worst fear for Ord is that the monsters are coming up into the real world and causing chaos. Okay, so even though I thought of all this lore, I probably won't use it in my actual story, but I still think it's really important to think of the logic and the laws of this world properly, so it just won't feel like I'm making things up as I go. Okay, so a bit about the magic powers the members of Ord can use. All of the members are sensitive to magic, and they would have all experienced their emotions becoming monsters. But most of the fighting members of Ord would have reconnected and controlled their monsters. Hence, they can use them to fight like in Pokemon. Or maybe they can borrow their magical powers and fight themselves, or maybe the monsters can turn into weapons to help them fight. They're very versatile. Harper doesn't have a monster, but I think her special thing is that because she doesn't have emotions, monsters can't see her, so she has stealth on her side. I would also like to give her some special weapon because, you know, she's the main character. They need cool weapons. And lastly, a quick idea for what the monsters will look like. I'm just going to keep them simple and make them into animals with elemental things going on. So for Stella, whom at the end of this story will probably become a member of Ord because she will then have a monster that she can fight with, which is a manifestation of her stress and anger, and I think I would like it to be a wolf. For Lucas, I like the idea of his fear manifesting into a monster, and it was a spider. Ever since I read this book called The Children of Time, I think spiders are very cool and can do very versatile things, so that's why I chose it. It's a great book, you should read it. Okay, sorry for rambling quite a bit on this video. I hope it wasn't too boring or confusing. I haven't entirely decided what the next video is going to be, but I think we might be ready to start storyboarding. So thank you so much for watching another video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!